At this point now, I became suicidal because the only thing I would think about, man, if I had some education, I would be working.
Yeah.
I would be earning some money.
Some money, yeah.
So, yeah, was suicidal. Wanted to commit suicide a couple of times, but yeah, it didn't happen by God's grace, thank God. Then I got a call again to travel, which I did travel again. And this trip now, it was very short. But during the time of going there, just before, a week before the trip, I wanted to change my life because I was just coming out of this encounter of wanting to commit suicide. And
Sure.
my sister took me to a church. And
Wow.
and I started attending.
Where was the church?
The church was in Samora.
Samora.
Because we moved to Samora now from Kailicha. So, yeah, man, during that time I was like, damn, I need to change my life.
Yeah.
So I would attend cell groups and then I would hear the message, but the message was not clear. During that time of wanting to change, that is when the call came again for me.
To go back.
To go back.
And are you going back to Brazil now?
Yeah, I'm going back to Brazil now.
And it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Are you stopping
So now
off in Buenos Aires?
I'm no longer afraid. I know the drill, you know.
And when you say short, it's a week or
Yeah, this one actually was just a month.
just a month?
Yeah, it was a month. I remember, I think I stayed, it was November. I came back the last week of November. 2012.
12.
Yeah, 2012.
Wow.
So, bro, I was not feeling it, although I knew the drill to go there, to get there, but deep down, because of I already had this encounter of going to church and wanting to change.
Yeah.
But I just lied to myself again to say, you know what, I'm going to get this money, then I'm just going to sort out some few things and go back to church.
Sure.
You know, no one will know.
No.
So yeah, and then during that time, staying in the hotel there, I was praying. Funny enough, I was praying, and although I never understood what I was praying, I didn't go to the clubs now in Brazil. I was just indoors. Yeah, I didn't feel like going to the clubs.
Hey, God was really doing some work.
Yeah, I think God was already starting to work.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the clubs. I was just sitting.
Wow.
And I met some Jehovah's Witness even there in Brazil, and for the first time I listened to them, you know.
Wow.
And then they started giving me some pamphlets, but I didn't understand anything during that time
Because you couldn't read.
Yeah, couldn't read. I just took those pamphlets.
And it was also in Portuguese, so you were not.
No, they were in English.
Oh, in English?
Yeah, they were
Oh,
in
wow.
English. So, but then I came back. Then I did not feel well on the plane. And then, arrived in OR Tambo. And I took out some of the drugs because I was not feeling well. And then I put them on my small slim bag. Then I texted the guy, and then I said, listen, I took off some drugs, man. I think I'm going to throw them away. And then he said, no, don't throw them away. I will send someone to collect them. And then as I was coming out, customs, you know, you have to pass through customs, get your luggage. And then they searched my stuff. And then as they were searching my stuff, asking what were you doing, I was working in Brazil. And then just this guy, when he finished searching my stuff, it was a young guy, man. We were just chatting, you know. I think he was a new guy at the job. Me and him were just chatting, and then the older guy was sitting next to him. He asked him that, did he check me thoroughly? And then he said yes. And then the old man asked, did you check his bag, the one that is here? So I had my passport and everything, but the drugs were underneath. And then I was like, damn, this old man, what is he doing now?